When I see the sun come out some mornings in Badock's Wood and I see the warmth of the sun on the first spring mornings, the power of the sun, the heat, the butex of heat, it is amazing. I can hardly keep my house warm, and yet the sun heats the whole universe. The magic about Badock's Wood, as soon as you come out of your street, you're into the country. It's a kind of a near country. This is what you feel about it. You can feel the country kind of sound, and the smell of the plants is wonderful. I started coming down here when I was about 3 to 4 years of age, yeah. It was quite different wood then. There was a lot more wood. Helping out wildlife is a good thing, really. Not long ago we had a cormorant, a visiting cormorant that come into the woods, and it got disturbed, and it's actually vomited a 1.5 pound roach, which was still alive. I put it into the stream, but I think it died. Well, I did try. Thrushes and robins, they like a bit of margarine and maybe a bit of water in with the mix. I usually put a few peanuts and a bit of grain in it, but it's all according to what I've got, you know. I don't consider myself a birder, a bird watcher. I help animals, I don't sort of watch them so much. I'm intervening. Whether it's right or wrong is another matter. No, I'm not like Bill Oddie. I'm different. I do actually do something. I think that's quite striking. You can make an interesting landmark as well, because it had ivy grown over, and they thought the ivy was leaves. When the children set fire to the dead ivy, and it all went up in a flame, and it seemed to have scorched the bark a little bit. This black tree here would be worth thousands in Milton Keynes, because everyone would say, well, I'm lost, I'm by a big black tree. Ah, I know where you are then. Dead trees are a natural part of the forest. We're approaching now part of the interesting part of Badock's Wood, which is the tumulus, the chieftain's tomb, which is reputed to be Bronze Age. I often feel as I'm walking by at night that there's some kind of spirit looking after that, keeping guard on the chieftain. It's 3,500 years old, and in a few days, I don't know, maybe. There is no death. Death does not exist. It's only perceived by the living. Only we perceive death, and we build monuments and graveyards to the dead. You seem to suffer the tirade of anguishes and worries as soon as we're born. Please don't be worried about dying. I was quite happy before I was born. I've always been interested in wildlife and the outdoors, and I find nature fascinating. Spiritually, the forests are our homes, where we came from thousands and thousands of years ago. Our spirits are always with the trees and with the forest. Trees, they're our food, our life, our fuel. Open your eyes, perceive things, and be generous, really. And enjoy your surroundings. That's what my philosophy on life is. My mum used to come down here a little bit when I was young, and I just remember her on that day, you know, walking through the woods. I haven't seen her for a while, and I can remember the tree she stood under, you know. I can remember the tree's still there. So the trees are always witnessing me, and I'm always witnessing them. In a spiritual sense, I never feel alone. There's always the Great Spirit, what we call the Great Spirit, around us. And, you know, you live in hope for the future, and by knowing these things or feeling these things, a feeling, really. Move her keys somewhere else so she can follow those keys, because she's interfering with the film soundtrack. They will if I call them, Sir Purdy, come here. Apparently they get in the way, dogs. See, they stop. They do frighten birds.